Olivia Rodrigo built her entire career on heartbreak. Sour was about getting destroyed. Guts was about getting angry. And then she sat down to write her happiest song ever. And the first thing she wrote was a line about being terrified of losing it. That contradiction is the entire secret behind Honeybee. And once you understand it, this song hits completely different. Track 3 on You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, released June 12, 2026. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Written entirely by Olivia and her longtime producer Dan Nigro. Olivia has called this her favorite song on the whole record, and there is a reason for that. She has openly said this was the first real love song she ever wrote for this album, and that writing it taught her something. Her favorite love songs always carry a little bit of sadness, a little bit of fear hidden underneath the joy. So instead of writing something purely happy, she wrote something that sounds happy but trembles slightly underneath. That tension is what makes Honeybee work. Listen to how the song begins. So I guess that it's true. Time can heal even the worst of wounds. The word guess is doing all the work in that sentence. She is not announcing healing with confidence. She is arriving at it reluctantly, almost suspiciously, like someone who spent years rejecting that exact cliche and is now being forced to admit it might be real. Then she sings about the cliches I knew. Seemed so commonplace when I saw you. This is someone who built walls specifically against love songs like this one. And those walls just came down anyway. And here's a detail almost nobody catches. The way she phrases cliches I knew sounds, when sung out loud, almost exactly like the French phrase chez nous, meaning at our place. Olivia has admitted this was completely unintentional, a happy accident buried inside her own lyrics. Now here is something that turns this song from sweet into genuinely clever. The line, "Let's just walk in the dark, hop the fence in the park," is a direct reference to the 1999 romantic comedy Notting Hill. Olivia has confirmed that whenever she hears that line, she thinks of Hugh Grant in that exact movie. This is not a coincidence, and it is not the only buried reference on the album. Olivia has been quietly seeding details like this across multiple songs, the kind of thing only a deeply invested fan would ever catch on a casual listen. It rewards people who pay attention. Now, for the emotional core of the entire song, the part Olivia herself described as really sad and sweet at the same time. I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. This is the moment the song reveals its true shape. It is not just a love song. It is a love song written by someone who already knows exactly what loss feels like, and is choosing to love anyway despite that knowledge. The final line, "Here's to hoping," is not a promise. It is not even close to a guarantee. It is a wish, fragile and small, offered without any certainty attached. And this matters even more once you know what Olivia revealed in her own interview. She said this song ties directly back to the very last track on the album, Cigarette Smoke, which is about a relationship falling completely apart. Honeybee and Cigarette Smoke are connected. The hope at the beginning of the album and the devastation at the end of it are part of the exact same story. Even the title carries meaning most listeners miss entirely. A honeybee does not just receive nectar. It works for it, risks its own life, and produces something that nourishes far beyond itself. Olivia is not just describing being loved. She is describing the labor of letting herself be loved, the act of dropping the armor she spent 2 entire albums building. And there is a final detail that fans have been tracking since before the album even existed. Back in July 2025, nearly a full year before the song released, Olivia wore an encore shirt in Milan with a small B printed on it. She was hiding this song in plain sight for almost an entire year before anyone knew what it meant. Honeybee sounds like Olivia Rodrigo's softest, sweetest moment as an artist. And in a way it is. But underneath every soft lyric is someone fully aware of how fast sweetness can disappear. That is not a contradiction. That is just what it actually feels like to fall in love after you already know how much it can hurt.